Jenelle Evans is often criticized on social media, and more often than not, she fully deserves it. After all, she's a bigot, a bully, an addict, and an abuser. Maybe someday, we'll start an article about Jenelle without listing the many traits that make her a horrible human being. But don't count on it. Anyway, Jenelle is an infuriating human being, so we can understand why people might occasionally go too far in criticizing her. But we feel it's our duty to point out when the remarks about Jenelle's appearance have crossed the line. So yeah, this is gonna be one of those articles in which we reluctantly wag a finger at the commenters and roastmasters who have been coming at Jenelle's appearance a bit too much. The latest round of shade was kicked off by this pic from the Eason's recent trip to a local trampoline park. "Trampoline parks are the best," Jenelle captioned the pic. As you can see, Ms. Evans is wearing a mask around her chin, and it seems that some folks wish she would pull it back up, but that's not for COVID reasons, they just don't want to look at her. "What happened to your face? You okay?" one commenter asked. "I thought you'd had some sort of facial surgery, then I realized that what I thought was a bandage was a face mask," another added. Now, it's true that Jenelle looks rather different than she did a couple years ago, but it's important to remember that she's been quarantining with David the whole time. So really, any pic where she's not lighting up a Confederate flag meth pipe should be considered a good one. Speaking of her fondness for illicit substances, it seems many of Jenelle's critics believe her hard partying lifestyle has started to take a major toll on her health. "When did Jenelle get fat? How long have I been missing?" One Twitter user "I felt like she couldn't breathe and smelled like bacon and vodka sweat after this video," a commenter replied. "At least a year maybe? Ain't COVID weight," a second person "alcohol bloat more like it," a third tweeter chimed in. "She drinks a lot," a fourth echoed. Okay, see, now we've shifted away from her appearance and landed back on a topic that it's perfectly acceptable to mock Jenelle for. Obviously, that's not funny in its own right, but her efforts to justify her constant heavy drinking are so ridiculous that they would be funny if they weren't so sad. Just last week, Evans got into a Twitter war after she tried to convince her followers that alcohol is not a drug. When people pointed out that that's a ridiculously asinine justification for her continuing to drink heavily despite her years of hard drug use, Evans claimed that doctors she met in rehab told her that booze is 100% safe. See, folks? There you have it. Anytime you're feeling like you want to roast Jenelle, you don't have to resort to mocking her appearance. Just go to her Twitter account, and you're guaranteed to find some abysmally stupid comment from like an hour